Hey YouTube, it is Tracy here bringing you another TradingView tutorial. And in today's video, I want to go over my top 5 tips, tricks, tools, whatever you want to call it inside of TradingView that I love to use all the time. All right, let's get to it. All right, so in this video, we are going to see the top 5 tips, tricks, tools, whatever you want to call it, that I like to use inside of TradingView. We are going to start with favorites. Now, over on the left-hand side, you have tools, and these tools all can be favorited. So let's just take a look at the line, for example. So if you click the arrow to the right, you open up a menu. And along each of these tools, if you look to the right, you're going to see a little star, and you can see that I have 2 of them highlighted right here. That's how you add them to your favorites. So you can add or remove them from your favorites. If you click on it, it'll remove it. If you turn it back to yellow, it will add to it. Now notice, turn this off. Now as soon as I turn this on, watch down here, this is going to turn blue. Okay, there we go, turn blue, and the favorite bar is turned on. Now let me escape out of that. This is how you access your favorites bar. So notice right here, there's a little toolbar. And this has all of the tools that are along here that I have a star beside. They're all listed right here. And if I want to turn that on or off, I just click this little star button down here. Okay, so right there, that's how you turn off and on your favorites. That's for the toolbar. Okay, so I'm going to turn that off. The next one I want to look at is your time along the time. If you go up into this area, the top left corner, click the arrow down, you're going to see all the available time frames that you have available for your version of TradingView. Now again, you see the little star beside here. Now notice along here, I see 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute, 13. These are all minutes that I have highlighted with that star. Now if I turn it off, it removed it from that menu. So if I turn that back on, done. If I take away this one, done. Okay, so that's how you access the favorites for the time. You now have in your candle, the different types of candles. So I have right now candles and lines as my favorite. You can see the stars right there. That's how that shows up in the favorites. And I can just quickly go back and forth between the two. The other one that I want to show you is your favorites indicator. So if you go into indicators and you find whatever indicator it might be, just type in whatever, let's go volume, for instance. Now, if I see one of these, let's say this one here, net volume, and I want to add it to my favorites, I can just go to the left, click on add to favorites, and it puts a little star there, or delete it. Okay, and then what happens if you go into your favorites, because now where is it, right? You look here, it's in your favorites list right here. So if I go back into built-ins, you can see there's this one here is in my favorites. If you go to favorites, this is where they're all located, and you can remove them from here by just taking the circle, or sorry, taking the star and unhighlighting it. But the other thing is right here, if you go to the arrow beside the indicator button, go to the arrow, that's where all your favorites are listed. So you actually don't have to go into here and find it there. You can click the arrow down and there's all of your favorites listed. The next one I want to look at is the templates. So if you go into templates, and what the templates are, you put on indicators onto your chart, and then you can go into templates, save the template however you want. And when you do that, you put these little stars beside it. That's where these circles with the little letters come up. Okay, so right now I've got a clean chart. I've got a few different ones. So now what happens, I go out of that and I can easily go between my favorites. Just click on each of these, and it takes me to what I want to do. If you want them removed from your chart, you just click on the star and it removed the circle with the corresponding letter that came with that. And it's usually the first letter of the title. So I'm going to put that back. All right, so that is how you create your favorites, okay? The next thing that I want to take a look at is flags. Now flags I use, you can see this is a flag right here. So this flag on Microsoft, it's an orange flag. I can click on that and that removes the flag. Okay, but if I want to put the flag back on, let me go back into a watch list here. Microsoft, here's my watch list. You can see the flag is beside the left-hand side of the name. Now, if you click on that, it's going to open a menu and you can pick whatever color you want. So I'm going to put that back to blue. Now, the reason I like the flags, it's just meant for sorting. And I really like that before they added the sections into the watch list. But I used to use this to sort the type of gap I might have had, etc. But the thing that I like about it now is I have certain lists. So maybe swing trades, or maybe lists that I like to look at for day trades, whatever that might be. But if you go into your watch list up in the top here, click on the name, you now have the ability to just grab whatever's in your red list. So any stocks that I have highlighted red would be here, and I don't have any right now. So let's go to the blue list. These are all the stocks that I have that are tagged blue. And if I go to my orange list, these are all the stocks I have tagged with an orange flag. Really, really helpful. And if you want to take that flag out, like I said, if I click on this, it'll actually remove it from that watch list, and I don't want to do that right now. Now, why is this helpful? The other thing that you can do is down in the stock screener, you can use those flags. So right now I have a pre-market gapper, but let's say that I only want to look at my watch list or a certain number of stocks. That's all I care about. I don't want to look at all of the stocks that are gapping. I am only interested in, say, my watch list. Well, you can flag the watch list that you're interested in, and then right over here where it says ticker, you can go to the flag on the left and click the color that you want. So I'm going to choose blue. Now it's going to look and see which stocks that I have flagged blue that actually meet the search criteria in the stock screener. And that is just a quick and easy way of utilizing those flags. I love the flags for that. Okay. Number 3, watch list sections. So if we go back into the watch list, I love this. I used to use the flags all the time to do this. Now I don't need to. So if I just go to, say, let's create a new list, and let's call this test, and let's just add a couple tickers. All right, so now let's say that you want to sort it. Let's say you want to sort gap ups, gap downs. What you can do is you just go into your watch list anywhere and right click and go add section. You can click on that, or double click on it, I should say, and let's say gap up. Okay, so this is now gap up. Now I want to look and sort my gap downs. Again, right click, add section, double click on it, and gap down. Okay, now what's really neat is I can actually drag the stocks that fit that profile. I know how I've sorted it, got the name there, and if you want to move the name, you can move the name, or you can just move the stock. It doesn't really matter. It's all functional that way. So I love that feature. I think it's really cool. All right. The next one that I want to look at are templates. Now templates, let's use the tools as an example. So the lines. So if I click on a line and I just drop that line, okay, right now it's the last color and whatever details that I had on this array, and I want to be able to set certain things up. So for instance, maybe it's an entry. So let's say that I want to create, this is an entry line that I want to put. So I want to say, okay, entry line or entry, and let's just say we want to make it green, and we want to make the text a little bit smaller. And let's see here, we'll turn the line green as well. Now, let's say that we want to be able to access this line anytime and not have to go through that, because now I go and put another line on, and it doesn't have the words on it, but it has the same color profiles. But this one here, I want it to be a stop. So let's double click on that and turn it red. And let's throw the text in here saying stop and change this to red. Okay, so now I have a stop and an entry. But now the next time I put a line up, it's going to be the stop color, but I don't want it to be the stop color. I want it to be something else. So what you can do is you can actually right click on the line, and right beside there, you're going to see templates. And when you go into templates, you can go to save as, click on save as, and let's call this entry, and then click save. Then you can do the same with the other one that we created for stop. So go to template, save as, and create stop. So now this line here, let's just say we want it to be entry. So you right click on the line, go to templates, and then look for entry. There's our entry. That's the one we just did. It now duplicates all of the customization that we did in that tool. And I think that's great. I use this all the time. It's perfect. And the thing is, you will have to set that up. So I have, if you go into my line and right click on it, you'll see templates. I have all these different templates set up already, and I can just quickly go in and select the one that I want. So let's remove the entry. Yes. And let's look for, let's say, current stop. So this is what my current stop looks like. Or if I want to go into my 1 hour target, that's what it would look like, etc. Now, if I want to use a different type of line, like a horizontal line, I click on that. Now, if you click on it, go to templates, you're going to see there's a whole bunch of different options. Each of these have to be customized on their own, okay? But that's how you can create templates. That's the tools. The other and last, this is number 5. One of my other favorite things that I like to use is the stay in drawing mode. Now, this is really handy when I am trying to do, for example, let's use a fixed volume profile, and I want to add a volume profile at each month. Okay, so I want to go from here to here, and then I want to go, well, if I click on it, I got to go back, grab the tool, and then, grab the tool and then draw another profile, and then I want to go grab the tool and draw the profile. It's just a pain, okay? But if you use this tool right here, which is stay in drawing mode, click on it, then pick the tool that you want. I can now go boom, 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 just like that. It's very, very simple. You want to draw a bunch of lines, click on the line, and now you can just click a bunch of lines without having to continue to grab those tools. All right, delete all those, and you just need to remember to turn that off because it will keep you in drawing mode. And if you don't want that and you're used to it taking you out of drawing mode after you put a line on, it immediately took me back to my pointer, you'll get frustrated. So just remember to turn it off when you're not using it. All right, so those are my 5 favorite tools inside of TradingView. Happy trading, everyone, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell.